There's news coming from the Mumbai Indians camp ahead of the 2025 edition of the Indian Premier League and also the mega auction that's going to take place later in November, that Mahela Jayawardene has returned as the head coach of the multiple time IPL champions ahead of the IPL edition of the 2025. Well, the news comes after Mark Boucher, who was their coach in the previous two seasons. Well, he has been now he's going to take up a different job in the Mumbai Indians setup, whether it's going to be in the International League T20 or in the SA T20. But then, just to make sure that there are things that probably can go right for Mumbai Indians now from IPL 2025, they have gone back to Mahela Jayawardene, who was previously their coach from IPL 2017 until IPL 2022. Well, till the time Mahela Jayawardene was there, Mumbai Indians had a good time under his leadership because they won the edition of 2019. Then they retained their title in 2020, but in the next two editions, 2021 and 22, Mumbai Indians couldn't really do well, and that's when there was the case of promoting Jayawardene to a broader role as the director of cricket in the Mumbai Indians setup, not just in the IPL but also the Mumbai Indians set up across the globe there, across the various T20 leagues, and that's where Mark Boucher had to come in. But then Mumbai Indians' performance in the previous two seasons haven't really been up to the mark. Well, in IPL 2023, they did do well. They reached the Final Four, beat LSG in the eliminator, and then finished third there. But then overall in IPL 2024, they finished in the last position, grabbed the wooden spoon there, and that's where a change probably was required from the Mumbai Indians' perspective. And Mahela Jayawardene, shortly after being reappointed as the Mumbai Indians head coach, well, he has given out a statement that my journey with the MI family has always been one of evolution. In 2017, the focus was on bringing together a talented group of individuals to play the best cricket ever, and we did very well. Now to return at the same moment in history where we look ahead at the future and the opportunity to further strengthen the love of MI, build on the vision of owners, and obviously continue to add to the history of Mumbai Indians. So this is where this is the statement that he has given, and I think it looks of a more strategic move, maybe because as it has been rightly said that under Jayawardene, Mumbai Indians had a good time. They won the IPL twice. Obviously they also won the IPL in 2017, so that makes it a total of three times. But then to have him back in the role, it clearly goes on to show that Mumbai are very serious about making the necessary course correction after what has happened in the last 4 years or so. Well, they haven't really been able to win the title ever since 2020, and this is where they want to make sure that they can bring things back on track. And just to make sure that there is this first move, they have Mahela Jayawardene back in the setup. And maybe what this means is that would it really leave a question mark on Hardik Pandya's captaincy there? Well, that remains to be seen, because we all know, well, it has been a very established fact that how Hardik Pandya came back as the Mumbai Indians captain, what were the circumstances and what really prompted MI to do that, and the treatment that was meted out to a certain Rohit Sharma, it wasn't really up to the mark. So that's the news that they have had. And they've also had Paras Mahamre, who was previously associated with the Indian cricket team. Well, he's also going to join the Mumbai Indians camp ahead of IPL 2025. So that's about it. And in case you have just joined us, well, there's a big news from the Mumbai Indians camp that Mahela Jayawardene is back as Mumbai Indians' head coach ahead of the IPL 2025. And let's just take a few comments before we wrap things up. Aditya Thakur has a comment that, do you think the way they sacked their coach, the same thing they'll be repeated for the captain as well? We don't really know. But then in case of Hardik Pandya, obviously things weren't really that conducive or that up to the mark, as to how he was appointed as the captain. The process could have been a little more smooth. But then now that they have brought back Hardik Pandya, obviously they are looking at him as a more of a future leader, more of a long-term leader. That's where I feel that my personal opinion here is that they should stick with Hardik Pandya at least for the next couple of editions for for the for the IPL. And as for Rohit Sharma also, well, he has always been an integral part of the Mumbai Indians camp. So whether they would have him for the next few editions also, well, that remains to be seen. And obviously Rohit is not getting any younger, and how long is he going to feature in the Indian Premier League? Now that's a discussion that he would want to himself have with the MI franchise owners and obviously the support staff there. Any more comments that we have? Yeah, King D has a comment. Why was Mahela removed as a coach in the first place? Well, I think it wasn't really the fact that he was removed as the head coach. It was more about promoting him to a bigger role so that he could oversee the different jobs of the relevant stakeholders in the support staff of not just in the Mumbai Indians camp in the IPL, but also the other MI teams, that feature in the different T20 leagues, whether it's IL T20 or the SA T20 there. SA20. So, what do you think about Mumbai Indians' move of having Mahela Jayawardene back as their head coach? You can let us know your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to Sports Today for all the exciting updates and analysis from the sporting world. Well, Kishore has a comment, one last comment before we wrap up. Means Hardik not captain. Well, it's not really confirmed, but then there could be changes, and there's also mega auction that's around the corner, and before the mega auction there is going to be the IPL retentions thing, that all the franchises will have to finalize the number of players that they want to retain. Well, they can retain as many as 6 players, and the breakup that really goes is that 18, 14, 11 and 18, 14 crores each. So that's about it, and we'll be back with more such updates from the IPL, women's cricket, men's cricket, and definitely other sports.